11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Brooklyn Beats versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Brooklyn Beats. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Jackson on first down and incomplete to open things up.
I will see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could...
After review of the play, rules on the field and conversion.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On fourth down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Being chased out. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Fields on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Again, Fields. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Beats are an extra point away from drawing level. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields now to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Running for it, here's Chubb, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Beats' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your lineman surge and fire out.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Throwing is Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And this one will be brought back to the 22. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the ball. Right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in, and for them it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to?
Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Fields trying to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on. Play.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th. So they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. From the 39, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, they started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is down to 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught at the 2. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Now Jackson.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left. How they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bradley.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On first and 10, here's Fields. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing again is Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Beats will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. Well, halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 33 yards that time. guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams from 3 yards out. And the Beats come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try. 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
On first down, it's Fields. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Off play action, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Trying to find Jamison Williams.
And that'll bring up second down.
Play action. It's Fields.
Out to his left. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on second and long. Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Here's Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone, because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move, as that gives him a first down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Taking it about the 16. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight. He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll buy some time right.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very... strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession. Here, it's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
One play action. Fields rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Beats add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Beats are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter